What's up, guys? JDB Sports. Hang on a second. Lights off.
Back in this
What's
business.
up,
Back in
guys?
this
Yeah,
business.
JDB Sports. Back to it. We got the worst players in our opinions of all time today. Little late on the stream, but it is what it is. We're back to it. We'll be back to normal schedule next week. Peyton, do you have any breaking news or anything that came out so far as NFL news today, just so we can get them on the
Yeah, get them on the up and up.
get them
See
on the
see
up
kind
and
of what's
ups?
going on. I think the biggest news I heard today is that Jalen Ramsey will for sure be out of Miami sometime this off season. Whether it's holding out, whether it's they grant him a trade, he is officially done with the Dolphins and looking to make his next move. Per Twitter, per Ian Rappaport. Um, pretty pretty good sources there. Looks like the QB battle in Cleveland is still strong. Kind of a wild card at this point still. Flacco looks to be the odds-on favorite, but kind of weird. Kind of weird going on there. I know a bunch of you heard about the passing of Jim Irsay actually. Um, 65 passed away in his sleep.
Yeah, rest in
You
peace.
know, yeah, rest in peace to him. I thought he was an upbeat owner. He was actually super close to the Spanos family and the Chargers as well, so kind of close ties there. Um, so just praying for his family and everything. A couple other OTA sit outs, of course. You have James Cook sitting out for a big contract. You have Kirk Cousins sitting out still in OTAs. Kind of crazy to see there. Um, and then Aaron Rodgers has not popped up to the Steelers. He's been on Joe Rogan. He's been at charity events.
Everything
He's been
but where he's supposed to be.
on a
uh,
football field,
yeah,
man.
right
Yeah.
though. I heard apparently Shadur Sanders may be the odd man out as far as like quarterback room goes, but then I've also heard good things saying that he was better than Dylan Gabriel, and you obviously see the pick six, well the pick six in OTAs with Dylan Gabriel, one of his first passes or whatever, just sums it up. I mean, what are the Browns gonna do? Release Shador? They
I
trade
don't
him?
know, man. I think they'll probably practice squad one of their guys, and then they'll probably keep three QBs on the roster. One is an emergency guy, and then practice squad the other one up, one of the rookies. It's just again crazy to me, crazy to everyone. I don't know when that will be done. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all the news. It's been a slow week outside of the tush push staying around, and I know you might have your feelings about that one being a division rival. So
The only thing I'm gonna say about it is I don't think it should be banned, and I'm gonna tell you why. All right, so I don't think it should be banned because it's literally a play that the Eagles run well. You see the Bills run it and they fail. So the Eagles run it really well. I just wish there was a way that we could actually stop it. Like if you're able to push DTs, like use your linebackers and push the DTs, but apparently you're not allowed to even do that. So like
yeah,
I posted that as a comment under my own account one time just so we didn't get burned on the channel. I was wondering on one of the tush push videos, I was just like, oh, why can't you just use your linebackers or safeties to push your DTs into the line? Like run kind of like a goal line look, but you
hmm
can back out if needed. I know this ain't Madden, but at the same time, if you should be able to push your guys. I don't know if they can push their guys, you should be able to push yours. Talking about safety
I
concerns.
I know for special teams you for sure um, can't push your players into it. You can't even touch really the center in that regard in special teams. But I believe you can as far as standard defensive packages go. You can push your guys like a tush push. So there are ways to prevent it, but no team has thought to master a way to prevent it.
I mean, Washington
It's
stopped it a few times before, but at the same time, we've probably just gotten lucky. Um, the other thing I'm gonna say is the way the Chiefs lined up sideways with their D tackle. I don't think that's not gonna get it done. You have to get lower than their linemen. You don't have to freaking lay like a log in the way because you're not gonna stop anybody doing that.
yeah, and I mean, what are you gonna do? Come over the top of the center
Yeah,
and
Frankie
then
Louvu.
try to Yeah, and then try to get him down. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a real opportune way to do it, and I think defenses need to keep exploring. I like that take. Good stuff.
Yeah, so um, everyone's saying to ban it. The Packers, other divisional rivals, people that they're running it against, they don't like. But in my opinion, just allow the defensive guys in more positions to push, or figure out a way. Maybe they have to declare. I mean, obviously you declare a tush push by the way the offensive formation is in the backfield. So, basically, what they're all, them all right up on Jalen Hurts, kind of like a quarterback sneak. You're knowing it's coming, but at the same time, you're not gonna be able to get the substitutions out there in time.
Yeah, and even if you do, it's just you can line up in a perfect formation, and the roster that the Eagles have constructed as well just make it so easy for Jalen Hurts to just bellow in. And,
Plus that man's freaking squatting ability. That dude could push people. Probably carry D tackles into the end zone.
yeah, might not even need a tush push; just needs his legs.
Dude could squat me, my granny, and me, my mom, and my granny. I'm a big boy too, so. All right, man. Without further ado, let's get into this. Worst player of all time draft. Peyton, you went first last time, so I'm gonna go first this time, and I'm gonna grab one of the biggest busts out there in quarterback Ryan Leaf.
Oh goodness, bro! Don't even start about Ryan Leaf, man.
Yeah, apparently considered to be better than Peyton Manning coming into the league, which is crazy. Uh, just a number one whiff. A lot of people, a lot of people are thinking Caleb Williams is going to be the number one whiff, and Jaden Daniels should have been taken.
Yeah, but
But
Caleb had a good rookie year. Ryan Leaf didn't do jack poop, dude. Jack poop, man.
yeah, no, for real. All right, what you got?
Are you gonna put the board up, by the way,
Oh,
so we can kind of follow along?
Duh.
No, you're all good. I
been a-
just wanted to make sure.
It's been a day. I got it right here.
Heck yeah, Ryan Leaf, man. Well, um, I guess I can hold off on quarterback now and try to get some.
He wasn't one of yours.
Some
Surprised. I mean,
he was not one of mine. He was in my top 5 though.
dude.
Because
All right.
I don't know, a lot of off the field stuff made him extremely weird, and then when he did play, of course, he wasn't up to snuff by any means. I just think these two dudes are a little worse that I have. I'm gonna go with one of the worst running back draft busts of all time. Give me Ron Dane of the New York Giants, not New England Giants. The New England Giants. We're combining the Super Bowls.
Ron Dane. How do you spell it? D-A-N-E?
Dayne.
Okay.
One of the best college one of the best college running backs of all time. Got drafted to form a duo with Tiki Barber, and it just never worked.
Tiki Barber. I'm gonna go tight end here for my next pick.
Okay.
I'm taking Eric Ebron. I forgot about him, man. You say
he had one good year, and then he fizzled out quick, and he was like the 7th or 8th overall pick, I think it was.
Man, what you got? Go ahead,
I'm gonna go with the stinker. I'm gonna go with my number 1 wide receiver. You might remember this guy. He was supposed to be a stud among studs. Justin Blackmon of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Crazy, he's on my Madden team as a freaking cornerback.
That's how you know he's trash. I don't know, man. He was supposed to be so good coming out of Oklahoma State, and then just never panned out.
I was gonna take Rashad Perryman actually.
I like that pick a lot. Man,
Yeah.
I kind of want to load up on wide receivers early.
Might as well get it out the way.
All right. Give me my second one. Give me Josh Doxson of Washington
Are you serious?
Commanders.
I forgot about him. He has some good. clutch
He's
catches.
buds. He's buds.
Man, I remember when they said he was gonna be the next big thing. Dude was tall, coming out of TCU. Made a play against Seattle, got us down to the 1 yard line to win the game at the end there, and literally just haven't looked good since, really. If that.
Yeah, he was out of the league. I think like 1.5, 2 years after he was with you guys.
Yeah, right before the Larry Michael Washington Commanders sexual assault scandal, because I remember, or sexual harassment scandal, because I remember Larry Michael making the call with Doxson going down to the 1 yard line. So I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That man actually does. Larry Michael actually, you look him up on Google. He was the voice of the Redskins for a while, voice of the Commanders. But you look him up on Google, you can't even find him now. He does wrestling, I think, because his voice is very iconic. You can hear it. I'm like, that's definitely Larry Michael. There's nobody that sounds just like him. So let me get wide receiver Kenny Britt.
Kenny Britt.
All off of that one. All off of that one fail when he was wide open. Give me that. Give me him.
Looks like a goober, plays like a goober. Give me an ultra goober. Give me my wide receiver 3, Corey Coleman of the Cleveland Browns, man.
I remember when he was I remember when he was hitting free agency and people were talking about bring him in. All right, Coleman. All right.
Damn. Cole Lamb.
Let me get left guard Bobby Hart.
Yeah.
I know we talked. We didn't really talk before stream, just letting everybody know. But I asked you your feelings on him, and I'm just gonna take him real quick, just in case you do have him. Because offensive line, I don't have a backup here, and if I don't, I'm gonna be sitting there looking all befuddled, trying to pick some current player that's probably 10 times better.
I love the Bobby Hart pick. You actually sniped me. He was on the right side of my offensive line, so he was my number one right tackle. Actually, I moved him over, seeing that he played everywhere. He's just a cone, bro. Just a cone. Just a cone. And speaking of cones, give me one on the defensive line. Kind of crazy name. He'll be my defensive tackle.
You're gonna spell it?
Adolphus Washington.
ADOLF
US.
ALD. No wait.
Oh no. ADOLPHUS.
PHUS. Washington.
Yeah.
Screw the formalities. You're not getting the caps.
Yep. Alophus. We'll go with Alophus.
Lol.
Alophus.
Oh man, that's a big mistake right there. That's my bad.
No, you're good.
All right. I'm looking at who to pick because it's a cream of the crop here. I'm for sure you don't have my running back. I'm for sure you don't have. I'll get Rondale Moore at slot wide receiver.
Rondale Moore's not that bad.
He's not one of the worst. Look, if you look up the NFL 1000 or the top 1000 as far as worst players go, he's on there. And the thing is, they had. I should have known the list wasn't that credible closer to the end when I was looking up safeties because I saw Troy Polamalu on that list. I'm like, he was even not bad. I have to stick with it, man. Unless I can think of something later on, I'm just gonna go with it real quick, just to get out of the way.
All right.
He's not that bad. He's bad to me, damn it. No, I was kidding.
He's Rondale Moore, damn it. Oh my god. All right. I can leave tight end. I can leave QB. Let me go with my first corner, Ahmad Carroll, Green Bay Packer.
AHMADK. Like that?
One more L, and you're on the money. After Yeah, with Carroll. Yep. Boom.
All right. Oh man, this doesn't really feel like more of a snipe because it's such a wide pool.
It's such a wide pool, bro.
I'm gonna go right tackle Tyler Palumbo. Tyler Palumbus. Dude play. Dude was cheeks. Dude was always getting
He's
beat. I remember back when the 2012 Redskins.
Tyler Palumbus, bro. I've never even heard of him.
You never heard of him?
Never.
He was constantly getting beat. I'm pretty sure it was highlight reels back in the day. Look at him get beat again.
This is an all-time name list too, bro. We got Palumbus, we got Adolphus.
Yeah, really.
Gosh, and then we got Rashad Perryman. Speak about names. Let me go with my center real quick. I'm gonna go with Breno Giacomini.
Spell that. I'm not Italian. I can't spell that.
Breno is Breno.
All right.
Last name Giacomini. Giacomini. Yep.
Oh,
Breno Comini.
oh my gosh.
What, you poop on a platter or poop on the side?
I'm debating on what to take, whether to take my free safety or my corner right now. You know what? Cornerback. Oh shoot, let me do that right.
Oh shoot.
Benjamin St. Just.
No.
St. Just.
No, he's the Chargers problem now.
Damn right he is.
The juice is loose. It's pooping everywhere. All right.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with my nose tackle. I'm gonna go with Jerry Tillery. He's actually still playing.
Jerry. Oops. Tillery.
Tillery. Yep. Disgrace to his family, even though he makes millions. He's
What do you do?
former Chargers first round pick. He's just awful. He's just awful.
I'm not even. I didn't even say mine. Chris Conti.
I like that pick a lot because he was just off my list.
What you got? I partially remember him playing for the Bucks. I don't remember how bad he was, or if he even really was that bad. Could have been bad. I don't know.
You want to know who's bad?
Who's bad?
Jamarca Sanford, strong safety.
I thought you were about to say Jamarcus Russell. Jamarca?
No. Jamarca. So it's Jamar, Jamarca.
Wait, Jarmar.
Jam.
Jamarca.
Arca.
Okay. And what's the last name?
Sanford. So Stanford without the T.
All right. Pretty elegant last name for someone who's butt.
Yeah, no, he was like a practice squad defensive player, and then he played solid on special teams, but he was so bad on defense they had to just relegate him to special teams.
I think my slot cornerback, Noah Igbenogany. I gotta take him. He's bad.
I mean, he's not. He played okay. I don't think he's trash. I don't think he's crazy.
Do you want him on your team right now?
I mean, I'd take him over St. Jude's. Yeah. Cannot have both.
Too bad. We had both last year. Didn't work out too well. You know, it's crazy because we had a really good pass defense, even with freaking BSJ in the lineup, which is crazy.
People too busy running.
Yeah, because they know we don't have no damn edge.
No edging over here.
Somebody on a YouTube on our short said that it basically matters more that Jaden Daniels is protected than to actually have a defense.
I mean, to a degree, because he plays, with
The
so
most,
much physicality.
yeah, but I'm just saying, it's like, it's I'd rather blow people out and then hold them to like 10 or 15 point, well, 10 or 14 points a game than sit there and freaking do shootouts 50 and 50 each game. Like freaking the Giants and Saints that one year where there were it was like 50 points each or 50 something points each or something close to it. I don't know. I just don't want to bet. There's so much talent in the NFC East. I just feel like they need to do something. They need to do something at edge.
I mean,
Or
I understand. I get where you're coming from because if you already have enough solid offensive pieces to keep you afloat, you'd rather focus on the defense.
yeah, because
But I mean, you need an elite offensive line if you're going to win a championship.
our rush defense was bad last year, and we lost Dante Fowler. We haven't upgraded him with anybody special. I mean, we have Dorrance Armstrong there. We have Cleveland Farrell and who the hell's the other one on the other side? Either way, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm mad Cleveland Farrell is still in a Washington Commander uniform, but let's get on with our draft. Peyton, you got pick number 10.
No,
What you got?
I'm gonna go with my right end, a guy named Dominique Robinson, Chicago Bear.
Robinson?
Dominique Robinson.
That's a girl's name.
He's a girl on the field, so.
Bruh. You gonna say it to his face? I'm gonna say my last cornerback here, Brandon Dixon.
Not familiar with Brandon Dixon.
I'm not really either. Exactly.
You want me to give you another name? I'm going to give you a corner because you gave me a corner. Let's go with Antoine Molden, Jacksonville Jaguar.
Antoine Molden. Dude's molding on the field.
Yeah, bro, he's trash.
I'm gonna take
any Jacksonville Jaguar is trash.
Bro. Who the hell is that guy? Chad Henne. There you go.
Oh, Chad Henne.
Chad Henne.
Wait, why are you getting two quarterbacks?
I'm not. I'm just saying he's cheeks. Jacksonville Jaguar. Cheeks. I'm going strong safety next.
Oh. I was like, you're getting Chad Henne too?
Yeah, right.
I wish. Dual QB draft. Have them both play.
Gotta have my Lamar Jackson at running back, you heard?
Mm-hmm. Brandon Merriweather, huh? Trash.
Duke get hit, but that's about it, and get penalties, but that's...
Yeah, no, he was pretty bad. No, fuck it. Give me my QB. I'll take Chris Winkie.
Who?
Chris Winkie of the Carolina Panthers, man.
Ain't Winkie?
Winkie. It's spelled a little different, but I like your spelling, bro. Keep that.
The sus wink.
He played in I want to say 11 games with the Panthers, Brett, and he never won a game.
That's tough.
Awful guy.
Oops, moving. All right. I don't want to pick anymore. I don't want to pick anymore because I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'll go one of my linebackers, BJ Goodson.
Oh, BJ Goodson was on my list.
Dude is not good, son. Poor Giants, man. They're getting freaking tarnished out here. BJ Goodson, Brandon Merriweather was over there.
I'll go with another Giant. Give me JT Thomas for my middle linebacker. Oh my god, bro. We got the linebacker tandem of the shitters, dude. Look at us.
Is it Will or Mike, or it doesn't matter?
And nah, he'll be the Mike.
All right, so I got my middle linebacker being another former Giant as well. Keenan Robinson.
Do I dare go with another Giant as my other linebacker, bro? I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, dude, we gotta do it, Santa Rob.
All right. My will linebacker will be Mark Herzlich.
Mark who?
Mark Herzlich.
That's how I feel like it's spelled. Oh, now with that capital E.
Kinda. Instead
right.
of the Lidge, it's a Lich.
Oh, Lich. L-I-C-H.
Mm-hmm.
Herzlich.
Herzlich. Yep.
Herzlich. Oh, you can say either way.
What a list.
I'm gonna go with my running back because it's been a while since I did offense. I think it's my last one that I need other than the line. I'm gonna go with Matt Jones from the Commanders. You remember Matt Jones?
Yeah, he was garbage. He played in was it 2015 with you guys, something like that?
Yeah, he was
maybe?
I think he was a 3rd round pick out of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember, man. But he took screen passes, all right. He was just really bad with fumbling the ball. He was a bruiser. He wasn't a top end speed guy. Could really get in between the tackles, but always had trouble handling the football. Washington fans, y'all remember him, or don't?
Or don't, because
Yeah,
he's garbage.
I remember when him and Robert Kelly were really freaking really were battling it out for that spot, man. Robert Kelly's been gone for so long.
Yeah, bro.
His name was-
Dead and gone.
Dude got fat and then he left the league, man.
Eddie Lacy career track. Goodness, man. Shiznit. I guess I'll go my free safety here. Give me Chris Crocker.
Chris Crocker?
Chris Crocker, Cincinnati Bengal.
Fairly Godparents.
You just tweet. Terry's.
Had the ear on his neck and all.
Must have hurt.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only missing. I'm missing
just
my D
drinking.
lines and my line. That's all. Most of my line. And that's
Yeah,
it.
your offensive line. Yeah.
They're not very. All right. I'm gonna go with Ziggy Hood, defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude was just fat. That's about it.
Sounds about right. Dude. I'm going to go with someone from the 08 Lions squad. I'll go with my left end, Jared DeVries.
G-A-R-E-D? I mean J-A-R-E-D?
Mm-hmm.
Day?
And then DeVries is D-E and then Fries with the V instead of an F.
Oh, so I had it right. V-R-Y-S?
I-E-S, but I mean shit, bro. I love your spelling.
I gotta have it right, so if we go to send the same, they're like, who the hell is that? That's not right. That's not right at all. Alright, let me get Rodney Gunter at my DT2.
Not too familiar with Rodney Gunter. He just sounds trash.
He sounds old, so yeah. Like back in the day.
Goodness, man. Do I need anyone else for my defense?
Dude, who the hell names their
I
kids
do.
Rodney these days? Sorry, Rodney's out
Chomps. Rodney. I'm gonna go with a name close to Rodney. I'm gonna go Rashawn Melvin from the Indianapolis Colts.
That is not close at all. R-A-S-H-A-U-N.
Rashaan.
What the hell? Okay.
Double A's.
And then what's the last name?
Melvin. He'll be playing corner for me.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I was about to say, what the hell? What the hell?
What the hell? Where there?
I'm tired. I'm so tired of that new freaking meme with the what the hells now. You seen it yet?
Yeah. No, I've been seeing it. We don't even gotta.
Had a bunch of
We don't
kids
even
on
gotta
the
speak
had
on
had a bunch of kids on our other stream. Well, this one dude wouldn't shut up and stop saying it.
That's when they catch the block button, bruh.
We had to ban a couple people because they were saying they were saying racial slurs in different languages. Yeah,
Jesus, bruh.
like they were saying like Adolf likes to do X, Y, and Z with children, and then
I mean, he probably does, but we don't gotta say that. We could just keep it to ourselves, man.
I think one dude posted the N word in a bunch of times in Russian. And my wife copied it and sent it to her nephew.
The friendly fire.
The friendly fire. Yeah. All right, so I'm just looking at let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offensive line. But where?
It looks like you have.
I only have left guard, and that's it.
Yeah, you need
So I'm missing
center.
something.
You're missing two. You're missing three. You got right tackle and left guard. So you need right guard, center, and left tackle.
All right, let me get my right guard at Chester Pitts.
Chester Pitts, bro. What a name.
Or Chester Pitts. Getting dogged on for his name like the dude in the trailer park on Fairly Odd Parents. Chester McBadbat.
Chester.
You know, I didn't realize that McBadbat, because his dad used to play the baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Play the baseball. Yeah.
Doug's Dimmadome, home of the Dimmadome.
I'm gonna do something on ice.
On ice. Did everything with that Dimmadome.
That man literally neglected his kids and everything too. Banning his kids.
Real owner out here. Let me get Trent Scott.
At what? Tight end,
right guard.
Right guard. Is it the
tight end?
Is it the commander?
I don't think this is him. I mean, he played with the Chargers for a bit, so I don't.
Because he always came in as like an eligible tackle. So I think he was like either really low on the tight end depth charters or a swing tackle. I think.
Just proves more why he was poop then.
Dude's booty buns. He caught Jaden Daniels. The commander caught Jaden Daniels' first touchdown pass.
Okay, Trent.
Right guard. Let me get. I already got right tackle, like you said. Left tackle, I'm gonna go Lamar Holmes.
Who?
I don't know, man. I don't know this guy.
Just wait till some of the names I pull out, Brad.
All right.
I'll get my tight end now. I'll get Jace Amaro.
I remember him. Jace, A-C-E?
Mm-hmm.
A-M-A-R-O-W?
Just R-O. O-W. And only one R. Weird.
I knew somebody with the last name Amaro. Was my Spanish teacher in 7th grade.
Was he nice with that?
No, she was nice.
Oh, she was nice with that.
She helped me on my project. She was a really nice Spanish teacher. She had her favorites, and she had the people that she really didn't like. She was constantly sending people out the classroom though.
Get him out!
Oh my god, there's this one dude in my freaking math class. This dude, I gotta figure out how he talks. He literally has, his voice is so deep and so monotone. It's not even funny. Anyways, this dude used to get high all the time in class. All right. I'm sorry, get zooted, because if I say that, I'm gonna get banned. But anyways,
high, like he took an elevator. He took an elevator.
Yeah, he took the stairs up a little too high, and he came into class. The teacher's aide that was in that class too was also like that with sunglasses on in a classroom in the middle of the day. Anyways, I hated that teacher, Miss Ebron from Camden County Technical School. You can. I hope you don't work there. But anyways, uh, he was a pain. But anyways, the dude was in the class, and he was high as a kite, sitting there talking about. I dropped my pencil, and his pencil sitting right in front of him. He was like tripping out. He walked up to the teacher while the teacher was monotonely teaching a lesson right on the board. Hey, Mr. Writer, do you have a pencil? And he's like, Matthew, go sit down. I'm like, He literally sent him out the class just for asking for a pencil. Like,
Good if he's high and looking for a damn pen. I mean, if he's taking an elevator and he tries to get a pencil, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
oh man, cannot believe it.
But yeah, brother, too many kids just going crazy in class. Can't do it.
Get into it.
Get into it.
Let me get Spencer Hayes. No, I think I just wrote that wrong. I was writing fast, so can't read my own handwriting. That's crazy. Spencer. Oh, Spencer Holmes. Holmes? Oh my god.
Holmes Hayes.
I don't know.
Lamar Holmes? Lamar Hayes?
No, Center. Spencer. And it's like, I think I have my name like that.
Okay.
Or it might be Haynes. Yeah, it's Haynes.
Okay. He's got undies. Okay.
Yeah. Spencer Haynes. I don't know who that is. It was so hard to find linemen that were terrible. Other than like Tyler Palumbo. That's the only one I can really remember. Damn, there was a left tackle too. Sean Laval, left guard. He was terrible. Sean Laval was terrible.
There's so many you can throw in here,
Yeah,
bro. I
bro.
was gonna throw in Dan Moore for shits and giggles, but
Again, that bag. He's probably just gonna watch him play well now, just because you said that.
right.
What am I missing? All right, so I got quarterback, wide receiver. I mean, it's your turn anyways, but go ahead.
I'm gonna pick my right tackle, Winston Justice,
Winston Churchill.
Philadelphia Eagle. Yeah, what are you missing here? You got your three corners.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You got
saying.
your safeties.
I really should
you got
start
your
checking these things off
linemen.
when I'm doing them, but I dropped the pen.
It looks like you need a right end and a left end.
Oh right, I did save them for last because I didn't like portray them as
Winston Churchill.
that's what I was thinking in my head. I don't know why.
I got Winston. I mean, Winston Churchill might be the worst right tackle in NFL history, bro. If he's on the field, fucking
man.
prime minister taking snaps. Oh! I've dropped my shillings.
They just need to pull. You need Napoleon as a scat back in the backfield. Winston who?
Justice.
Why did I get that so wrong?
I don't know.
Winston Churchill, because I'm Winston Churchill. All right, left end and right end. Did you think you got both those already, right?
I got my. I just need 2 O linemen.
All right, so I'm gonna get William Goldston. I don't think he's a right end, but I'm gonna put him there anyways.
I don't know. I thought he was okay, but I don't know. He definitely wasn't cream of the crop.
What you got?
I'll go with my left guard, Hamon Brown from the Rams. It's spelled Jamon.
Yo.
Oh,
And you said Brown?
yep.
Hamon
Hamon Brown.
And last but not least for me, last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, but he probably would be. I'm going with Ryan Davis.
Yeah, I have no clue who Ryan Davis is.
By Charles
Apparently
Davis.
he's Charles Davis. Yeah.
Who Charles
Give me
Davis?
Charles. Give me Charles Brown.
Who's he?
You get Ryan Davis, not Charles Davis. I get Charles Brown, left tackle. Saint. Some of the worst footwork I've ever seen.
Damn, I'll just put the whole Saints on here. Oh, man, see, there are so many snubs. All right, so you could have picked Deshaun Kaiser. You could have picked Deshaun Kaiser. You could have picked freaking Nate Peterman. You could have picked Brock Osweiler. Like,
Tim Boyle.
I should have picked Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle's terrible.
Jimmy Clausen.
Mark Sanchez.
At least Mark Sanchez made the playoffs once. I'll give him that. But
Mark Sanchez.
Can you believe last time the Jets made the playoffs was Sanchez?
Yeah, 2010, right?
Insane.
Matt Barkley.
Trash.
Dude. Just fire off a couple more. Josh Johnson. Trace McSorley. Colt McCoy, he just didn't have an arm.
I would say Colt McCoy is safe out of that conversation. He was a solid backup.
I'm going to go with Garrett Gilbert.
Brandon Weeden.
Oh God, Brandon Weeden.
Ben DiNucci.
Oh God. Nah, Ben DiNucci's going to be the starter. He's going to be the starter somewhere. David Blau. Another one.
Oh, not David Blau, bruh.
David Blau. He's actually
Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon. David Blau is actually the quarterback's coach for Washington. So,
okay.
Jaden Daniels listening to that guy.
I think like bad QBs can make good like coaches and stuff like that. Like Dan Orlovsky talks football, and he was an idiot on the field.
Dan Orlovsky was something. And I'm gonna go with another Detroit line and Kellen Moore here.
Trash. Do you have any other names outside of QB? I know I have a plethora.
I can't think of like if you ask me like worst tight ends, I can't really think of them.
Yeah, tight ends are a hard one. Like the other guy I had on mine that I actually remembered, and I remember him being trash and never doing anything. Brandon Bostic of the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, also another middle linebacker, maybe John Bostic. He was just old and slow, and he was fine. He was fine when we were with the Commanders, but no Winky.
No Winky, no Chris Winky. No Tinky Winky, no Lala.
Tinky Winky, Dinky Winky.
Other guy, I have Jalen Reagor on this list at wideout. I have Kevin White.
Kevin White, I can see, yeah, and Devin White too.
Yeah, Devin White for linebacker for real. He's so bad.
I like Noah Brown. He's fine. He's not.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put him up there. I think he's a solid blocker, and I have Lemus Swede. Have you ever heard of him?
Hell no. It's all like Michael Dieter. Get on the Dieter train.
The Dieter boy.
But
Trent Richardson.
Trent Richardson. Okay, let me explain something to you. So I watched this video about Trent Richardson being compared stats, size, weight, contract, all that to Ashton Genty.
I don't know. I think they're different backs. I think Trent Richardson was a top 3 pick for reason at that point, but I don't know. I think they'll be two different guys, and I think people are harder on running backs nowadays, and still getting the 6th pick as one is insane. So
they're trying to sit here and really gauge the running back market with Saquon Barkley and all that. So Evan Royster was also another running back that I could think of that was kind of bad. John Beck was a bad quarterback. I'm thinking former Redskins Jason Campbell was kind of bad. He drafted pretty high, but he was bad.
Yeah.
Brad Johnson was fine if we're going back to like the early 2000s. Patrick Ramsey.
Trent Dilfer's pretty bad.
Yeah, Dilfer was pretty bad. Dilfer won the Super Bowl, didn't he?
He did, but he's just trash. Wasn't that trash.
Yeah,
But
Patrick
still.
Ramsey. I'm thinking Will Blackman as far as a cornerback goes. He wasn't that great. Um, Jahan Dotson. Oh, Josh Doxson. I'm really thinking Jahan Dotson too, but Josh Doxson, crazy. Because I didn't even think
Got that
about that.
pull.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
So
but I remember loving him out of college too, and that was when I first started getting like the draft stuff.
you can see how he was
And
overhyped. Yeah.
yeah, he'd shit the bed.
Oh,
Another
for sure.
giant, John Michael Schmitz, their current center. He's might be one of the worst football players I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Shane Vereen wasn't too bad. LeGarrette Blunt wasn't too bad. I'm thinking of names off the top of my head and spitballing them at this point. Um, damn, who was the last Steelers running back before Najee? And
They had like Benny Snell and oh fuck.
you remember the
They had
third down
that
back for
weird.
Le'Veon?
Well, they had D'Angelo Williams for a time there.
That man was old.
And then
'Cause I remember he was a Panther.
yeah, he was good. And I'm trying to think. They had like it wasn't. Oh, I'm trying to think of who their back was. I don't know. I know they had Benny Snell in the mix for a while, and he was pretty awful.
It's crazy.
But yeah, other names. I don't have any like too remarkable ones. Like some on defense. Antoine Blake for the Steelers. He was a pretty bad corner. Atia Ellison, Jacksonville Jaguar. Bob Slater was pretty terrible. He was a Washington Commander at one point. As a D tackle. That's all I have.
Probably before I really even. Yeah, well,
I think it's the 80s. Dude.
Yeah, my dad would be freaking face palming right now because I don't know that. But either way, shut up. I think Ziggy Hood could have definitely got changed with like Barry Cofield or I mean Chris Baker was decent. He got his money in the end. Ziggy Hood, like I said, he was just a big body. He was big chunk. That's it.
Big Desmond Watson guy.
Desmond Watson, dude. Desmond Watson's like freaking 2 or 3 Ziggy Hoods. Don't play with him.
Don't play with. I won't.
Ziggy Hood, I think, was like in the 300-pound range somewhere. But Desmond Watson, dude, that man, Desmond Watson's literally like me plus all 3 of my kids and maybe one of my dogs put together.
Jesus.
Yeah. I make up most of that weight. I'm a pretty big guy, so. Freaking Desmond.
I feel that.
Is he gonna get his playing weight down? And do you think he'll? Well, do you think he'll get his playing weight down?
Spot. I don't know. I think he'll hover around like. I think he can get around like 420, 410, but I still think he needs to get down to like 380. And losing 80 pounds, I don't know. It's. And him being the same player, it's not really feasible in my opinion.
I'm looking up any more breakings because I'm pretty sure we got through to all of that. I'm looking up any other news that I could see on here. Stefon Diggs on a boat. What is he, OBJ?
Oh, with the did you see him with the pink substance?
I did not.
Yeah. I think it's cocaine that he was giving out to a couple other women, and Vrabel spoke on it, and it's I didn't talk about it because we don't know what the substance is. To me, it just looks like pink cocaine, and
no,
he's
guys,
just
it's
more,
pink lemonade, right?
Pink lemonade, pink sugar.
To the sensitive CCP out there that's watching over our streams right now.
Sorry, I meant I meant
lemonade,
cookies and sugar.
Cookies and ice cream and rainbows and unicorn farts. So
in the women there were calling him a father figure, like his daddy. So I think that's good for the community as well. You get a father figure for these women that try to act out.
Father figure for the women that need one. Anyways,
yeah.
Malik Neighbors not practicing at OTAs while nursing his toe injury. That man is injured. Get him some rest. I don't know why. I don't know. He should have said they're voluntary, aren't they? OTAs.
Well, yeah, but you still want to see your guys there.
Yeah, no. Terry was absent. That was never his prerogative. Did he actually sign a contract yet? Because I've been that far under a rock that I don't know, man.
He is not.
He
He's
hasn't
not.
signed.
Nope. But I think he will.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Adam Peters says he want to keep him a commander for a long time. Private memorial service for Jim Irsay on June 2nd. Good for him. Rest in peace. Heat on Jaguars. Travis Hunter and Matthew Golden to succeed in week one, year one.
Yeah, I think there's more heat on the Packers. I think there's more riding, even though it's a later pick and Jacksonville traded up for Travis Hunter. I feel like right away, at least, Matthew Golden's the first wide receiver Green Bay's taken in the first round since 2002. So
yeah, 23 years. So yeah, I mean I could see that, but at the same time, trading up has that significance too.
of course, especially a future first.
Yeah, they can go tit for tat. It just depends on how they use him and how they coach him up. Because if they're using him primarily on offense, like we've seen as of recent, and not really taking defensive snaps like they should have him at, I don't know. I feel like he would. I said it myself in a prior stream that he'd be a better wide receiver than corner in the NFL. But again, it's camp and he's running sloppy routes. It's probably hot as hell down there. Dude's probably just half-assed. To be real with you.
I don't know. I think they'll start working him into more action defensively. I think they just want to fine tune a little bit more on the offensive side before that, and I don't really fault him for it. You don't want to put too much on his plate right away.
Speaking of that, Jaguars will not have two-way rookie. Dude likes his two ways to practice on both sides during the same OTA session.
Yep.
I'm guessing like one day is offense, one day is defense.
Yeah, they'll most definitely do it that way. So he can go in focused, plan of action, whole 9 yards, and should be able to thrive.
Demarius Thomas selected to the Broncos Ring of Fame. Good for him.
Good on him. Yeah, rest in peace to him as well.
Can't believe he passed away. Well,
so young.
Mason Rudolph is unbothered by the constant noise surrounding Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, just look for them. Just look for Aaron Rodgers to show up maybe like week 2 of the preseason off his ayahuasca bumps.
Yeah, he's going to be itching, and then he's just going to come crawling back and take the cheap deal that he doesn't want to take.
Oh my god. Joey Bosa out until training camp after injuring.
Yep. Another injury. That's why I didn't mind getting rid of him.
Yeah, he's been pretty kind of like a Denzel Perryman on the out, as far more or less on the bench than in the game. But Denzel Perryman's old, so
yeah, he's more a veteran piece anyway. He's super cheap. I don't mind Perryman at all. He does great, and we also have Navarro Bowman coaching our linebackers. I love our linebacker room, the way it's trending at least.
Like Navarro Bowman as a person, so
yeah, he's sick.
Plus, he reminds me of Black Ops 1 veteran Bowman, voiced by Ice Cube. That was my man. I enjoyed him, but I hated it when he died. When they killed him. When they unalived him. My bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, when they gave him a kill.
When they gave him a smack to the back of the head with in the Viet Cong tunnel. So, anyways, man, I hate the censorship. Can we just speak it real?
I wish. We're
kick.
keeping it real. All sugar
kick.
and cookies over here.
Yeah, and unicorn rainbow farts, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Charlie in the chocolate factory over here. Kevin Byard would love to finish the career with the Bears, but acknowledges year-to-year situation. It's a business in the NFL. It is what it is.
Yeah, and I mean he's a solid guy, but he's getting old as well. So
I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. It's just people really sitting here talking about.
It's dialogue. Yeah,
Javonte Williams feeling really good about himself, and then he's ended up going in and getting injured or doing something crazy. I don't freaking just blowing that.
Just seem to be non-stories.
Big time. We'll just say Tyler Show was trying to aim for history winning that Saints quarterback competition. You gonna win?
I mean, it's a wide open battle. Jay Kaner's injured now, so now it's really Rattler and Show, and I think it's his to lose. I think Show should handle it fine, but um, if he's not good right away, he's going to have a very, very short leash.
Bro, the last 2 months, as far as transactions go, have been so minuscule. Sam Howell went to the Vikings, and Joe Milton went to the Patriots in April, and then in May it was only just the George Pickens trade, and that's it. That's all that's on
Yeah.
the books.
I mean, it all slows down this time of year.
All right. So, freaking TikTok talking about we're inactive. Come on, man, we right here.
I'm shaking. I'm doing the hand movements. I'm doing it all TikTok, but
It's
oh well.
You know what it is? It's when we're it's when we use TikTok Studio, because I noticed my buddy Simi, he streams Minecraft, and they'll tell him that he's inactive when he's actually playing the game with his face camera and everything right there. So it's
You think for how good their algorithm is, they'd be able to catch up on stuff like that better. But
yeah, that's why I can't wait till we can start streaming on the other account and have that have the vertical platform going there. We'll get more engagement, more views that way. But guys, it has been us with the worst players at the draft. Next week we're gonna come back with the randoms. So we're gonna do positional players next week. Next Tuesday we're gonna do a spin the wheel. We have that all set up and ready to go. We could have did it this week, but we rambled on just a little bit. We'll do random players that come to mind next week, or best players that come to mind next week for that team. So let's get to it.
Yep.
All right, guys. We will see you guys next time. Y'all enjoy it, and we'll be back here Tuesday.